How's it going, everyone? I am back with the part 3 of the Criminal Mastermind. So, this is going to be the Humane Labs raid. This one's pretty easy. This is the first of the 5 setup heist. So, let's go ahead and get on into our first one here, key codes. Alright, so we're going to be wearing our outfits here, but it doesn't really matter what car you're going to be using because you're not even going to be really using it at all other than just driving. So, I recommend that you can just get something that's fast or quick, so that we can get to the checkpoint, the meeting point, as quick as possible. So I'll skip ahead to that. Alright, so you're going to see this little cutscene once this black car pulls up with the agents in it or whatever. And they're basically just discussing the meeting or whatever here. And they're just going to be watching this cutscene here. The two people, like the bodyguards and the can't remember what the other person is, but those two people are going to be down here in the ground, and you're going to have the other two people up in their vantage points, the south and the east, I think it is. Could be wrong, but then you see here the FIB people pull up, and then we just shoot out here. So the people on the ground, they're kind of the two that are in the most unsafe spots here, which are two pretty good gunners down there. But if you look here, you're gonna see a garage door that you can actually move. It's kind of like back there by the buildings. But if you want to, for safety, the two people on the ground can go in there. And if you see it by my character's left shoulder, you can see it there. That's the garage door that you can open up, and you can go in there and get some good cover. But honestly, this is pretty good if you have good gunners and stuff, and everyone just watches their backs and stuff. Because there's going to be guards coming from 3 different points: the front, the side, and the back. So I'm mainly watching the side, but I'm also just constantly watching my back and the side alley there so that no one sneaks up on us. But this is probably one of the easier jobs if you know what you're doing. And if you have good gunners. Also, we were doing this on free aim, so it should be even easier if you're doing it on auto aim. But basically, there's only many waves of them, and there'll be times that you think it'll be done, but you're really not. But once you clear out enough people, you can basically just go ahead and hop in a car and drive away. Do not go in the front here. My friend almost did, but then I told him not to go through the front because that's where there's going to be so many guys at. So I'm just here gunning down a few of them in our way, and you can go out either the back or the side. So you went out the side here. Just watch out for any dudes or random cars that will try to run into you. And our tires got shot, but here we are getting the briefcase delivered. And that's it for the first setup here. This is one of the easier ones, so let's get ready for what's next. But everything else in this heist is actually pretty easy. So let's get on with our second setup. Alright, so here you're going to want your Kurumas, and those are body armor outfits. So just everyone getting a Kuruma, does not matter which one you take, just make sure everyone is in some protection. So you're going to get here to the testing site, and you're going to see these 2 guards. Just take them out, pretty easy. And now you can just go onto the back of the quarry here. Doesn't really matter how you get through there. I just went to that road sign, and we're just going to jump on off there and just basically go right into the battle or the fight and just start shooting them with like whatever guns you can. I recommend the AP pistol will work. That's my favorite gun to use inside of a Kuruma. But you're just going to basically just try to aim for their heads so that you don't just knock them down and they keep on getting back up and stuff, and you can just finish them quicker if you hit them in the head. Basically, we're getting the 2 insurgents here, so this shootout isn't too hard. It just takes a bit because there's so many guys here, but you're going to want to clear out enough guys. And if you look up by here, my friend is in his white Kuruma, there's more guys. There's like a little pack of them up there, like 3 or 4 of them. So once you basically kill all the dudes, you're going to need both insurgents, even though you only need one, but you're going to have to take both. So we're just going to go ahead and hop in the insurgent here, and you can have your friends get into the other insurgent, one driving and the other person on the gun. But here you just need one driver and a passenger if you want to. But just follow this route that I take here. So we're going to take a right and we're going to follow this path for a bit, pretty much all the way down, and we're going to jump over the train tracks here, if you can hardly see them, and then we're going to jump over to the highway, go past through that, and now you're going to be going a little bit off the road, doing some off-roading here, and just watch out for anything that like rocks or random pipes that I just crashed into. And also some of the guys will come back here, but not too many. But now you're just gonna follow the trail, follow your waypoint from that point, and just go to the drop off. Here at the end, the game's gonna make you need to kill all the leftover Merryweather guards, so that can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. But you can just have your friends in the gun, just kind of just stay back and finish them off as you and the normal insurgent just kind of go to the actual drop off. So then my the other insurgent got here. So that's basically it for this setup here. That's 2 of them. Now let's go ahead and basically get on with the third one. The third one is probably one of the harder ones, the one that we had the most trouble with the first time that I've ever did the criminal mastermind. This is my second time doing it, but for us, the second one, we had to do it during the snow because this was during April Fool's Day, when Rockstar pretty much put a snow down for a day. But we got the second setup there completed, and let's go ahead and continue on with the third one. Alright, so here you're going to want your normal outfits, but it does not matter which car you want. Just take something that's fast so that we can get to the dinghy fast. But I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the part where we're actually just pulling up into the big aircraft carrier. Alright, so here we are. You're going to need to equip a mask, and if you jump out like that, it's just going to spawn you over to the other side of the boat. It's weird like that, but make sure you have your best guns out, because this is a little bit of a fight scene, but this is pretty easy. There's only like really 10 dudes here, so they're not really killing a whole lot. Just make sure you and your friends are watching your health bars and watching your backs if there's anybody next to you that you don't see. There's always dudes up in these like little top floors or balconies. Just watch out for them, because they can be kind of hidden and get a few shots off of you. But now you clear out this first like room here. I like to stay to this right wall and go past these crates and stuff, and then I always take out this guy here and use these crates as cover. So there's gonna only be like 5 dudes or so in this room, and also blow up those bombs in the background just so that you don't walk past them and they blow up and kill you. But just watch out for these guys, like I said, up on the balcony. There's only a few of them, and then now you can just keep on continuing to walk through the back. There's a guy kind of hiding behind those big bombs right there, so they got him up, or got him down. So now you're just going to continue on to these stairs on the right side of the like hangar part of the thing down here, and I recommend that you take out a shotgun for this part. You're going to take a right turn this way, and we're going to go, there's going to be this guy right here. He's going to try to like pop out. Be prepared for that, and then you're going to come into this room, and there's going to be a guy or 2 kind of hiding in here. So he's usually on the right side by these, like in that corner back there by that cage. Now you're going to go up to the stairs, and here's where the like top of the ship is, or like where all the planes actually are. So there's a few dudes up here too. You gotta watch out for them. So I'm just going to shoot that guy there. And you're going to have basically whoever you want. You just discuss with your team who you want to be in the Hydra. Doesn't really matter, but just make sure that the Hydra doesn't get blown up here or anything. So there's also these guys kind of out here by the planes. Take them out. Take out everybody on the top of the top floor here before you really go. Now there are a few dudes at the other side. We forgot about them, but it's alright because we're already fine. They're far down there. They're only gonna shoot at you when you fly past, and they're only gonna hit like 1 or 2 shots on you. So make sure you talk to your team for who's gonna be going first, so that you don't crash into each other. So you see here, we're taking off, and make sure you put your wheels up so you can fly faster. Now we're doing this during the snow. This was like when it was snowing, so we cannot see anything. Right now really, you can't even see the land. So we were kind of just flying blind here, and what we found to help us if it's ever snowing, which it rarely ever is to fly actually a little bit lower and kind of use the city lights as your guide to see how high you are. Other than that, you really are kind of just flying blind here until the planes come here. Also, you can use the moonlight too. And you can actually see my friend up in there in the sky. And one of my friends pointed out to also expand your radar so that you can easier see what's near you and make sure you're not crashing into anybody. But as you can see here, you can kind of see the white dots in the up forward, and you're just gonna try to pretty much take them all out. So missiles work pretty good, cannon works pretty good. I mean, I like using the cannon; it's just fun, even though sometimes I can be pretty bad at it, but other times I can be like really good with it. But right there, I just took down 2 planes. Make sure you're not shooting at your friends or anything like that. So right here, I'm gonna get my 3rd plane downed. Only takes about 2 missiles or explosions to take out a jet. If you hit them once with an explosion, they'll just lose their engine and slowly fall down to the ground. So there's a bunch of them, bunch of jets too. There's always be different waves of them. There's I think about 2 or 3 waves, around 20 to 30 jets total, maybe 20 jets. But just watch where you're going, especially if it's gonna be nighttime always. But here it was snowing for us, so it was even harder for us to see. So that jet right there, I just hit with 1 missile, and it kind of gave out. It didn't fully explode, but it did go down. So right there, we just got rid of the last jet, and now you're going to fly the Hydra back. Everyone else in the lasers, you do not need to land. Just fly around until the Hydra lands, and just to be safe. So right here, we got this job completed. So like I said, none of us in the lasers actually landed. We just flew around until our crew member in the Hydra actually got the Hydra dropped off. But that's basically how you do the EMP setup there for the Humane Labs. Hope this guide here is helping some of you, or at least just giving you some entertainment. But let's go ahead and move on into the 4th setup here, which is the Valkyrie. Alright, so you're going to want your outfits with the body armor, and you're going to also want the Kurumas. So everyone's going to hop in a Kuruma. My teammate there, he had a Paragon, so we told him to get in the Kuruma. So once you get over here to the Merryweather base, you do not need to kill everybody here. Just drive past the front guards here. We're going to basically only we're just going to drive all the way to the Valkyrie, because you don't need to kill really anybody here. It's just a waste of time and ammo. So you gotta watch out though, because there's gonna be this buzzard coming back, which is still in the front of the Merryweather place, but it's gonna be coming over here about towards the helicopter, the Valkyrie, and it does shoot missiles at you. So be careful of that. But my tip for taking out this helicopter without shooting missiles at you is kind of be ready for it to come around the corner here and stay a little bit inside the hangar, or this little area of Merryweather, and just shoot the driver out of the helicopter, and it will just drop and blow up or go in the water. So once you're back here, if everyone will just come back here and kill I don't know, maybe not even 10 guys. There's maybe 6 or 7 here. There's also this guy up in that top tower there, which my friend got. Watch out for him because he can shoot you a bit. But now everyone's just gonna get into the guns and stuff, and we're here in the air, and you're going to take out these helicopters, which it's pretty easy. Just make sure you have your best pilot, I guess, flying if you want to. Just make sure you have someone that knows how to actually fly a helicopter. Doesn't really need to be the best pilot. And then just have the other people gunning and stuff like that. I prefer the machine gun, so that's why I like it here, or not the machine gun, but the minigun. And we're just going to take out these helicopters. Now I did skip us to the end of the mission here, so we've already taken out a few of the helis. But just make sure you're aiming And the guy in the passenger seat, they have the explosive like shots of the cannon type of thing, but that actually doesn't have like that good of range, so they're kind of just sitting there. But what my pilot did, they flew up closer to the helicopter that was trying to, come after us and stuff, just so that we could get them a little bit quicker and easier. But after that, now you can just go to the drop off. Alright, so once you get the helicopter landed, that's the end of this setup. You're gonna see this, cutscene, and it's gonna show you the platinum, gold, and all that stuff. But that's basically how we do the third setup, the fourth setup. That one's pretty simple too. And now let's go to the deliver EMP. Alright, so you're just gonna, doesn't matter which outfit you have on, which car you take, because no one can really die in this one. So this one you don't really need to be careful about dying. I'm just be showing you guys how to do this first try. Alright, so I'm gonna skip us to when we get to the Humane Labs here. Alright, so it's gonna be showing you the cameras here first. Once you get to the yellow circle or whatever, so you can zoom in and check where guys are at. Right here's my favorite camera 2, because there's these little monkeys in here. So I like just, it's kind of just funny that they just have these like wild monkeys in cages. Because, I don't know, it's just funny to me. I like monkeys. But you can just go around and search all the cameras, look where guys are. You don't really need to do this a whole lot, but the game makes you, so it's kind of annoying having to deal with just staring at these cameras. But after, 20 seconds or so, it'll kick you back out. So now here, you're going to tell your friends to hop out. The driver can stay inside if they want to, but you're going to want your best snipers pretty much going out. But to start sniping these guys, there's going to be these two by the front gate, one on the right, one on the left. Now you're going to take out the guy that's actually on the right first, that I have my cursor on right now. Make sure he's not in the sight of the very front guy. Once you take out the right, you can take out the left. And if the insurgent's coming, go up the mountains. If not, then you can just drive it into the place. But as you see here, the insurgent's coming by. And my friends, they didn't get in time. But that's alright, because there's this big wall around the place that you can kind of just go and hide behind of. Which they're exactly where I'm pointing at right now. They're behind that wall. So they're just going to be hiding there from the insurgent. But if you're inside, you can just go up these stairs and pull out a sniper or just a silenced weapon. Make sure you're always using a suppressed weapon. And there's me this like mechanic or whatever fixing this box. You're just going to take them out. And then if you look at my radar on the left, that's my other crewmate just took out one of the guys who's like all the way on the right side. He's kind of looking the way that I am. You're going to take him out. And then now there's me these two groups of like two in front of us. You want to take out the guys that are kind of closer to where I am. If you just watch my radar, I took them out. Then there's going to be these two scientists looking at the monkeys. You're just going to do the 1, 2, 3 kind of tactic and snipe them. Alright, now we're going to be sniping. There's another like group of people in front of us. We're going to get the two that are on the left closer to me. Here I need 2 people, because these guys are pretty close to this like alleyway or whatever. But I must take out my suppressed AR here. And I'm just going to, me and my friend did the 1, 2, 3 countdown. They kind of shot before I was really ready, but I still pulled it off. And then now there's be another guy kind of just straight in front of where we are. You're going to take them out. And then if you look at my radar, my friend who's closest to me, they went over to this tower where there's going to be a ladder. I'm going to the insurgent, so I'm just going to go ahead and get in the insurgent. So if I zoom in here, there's this guy. There's only 3 enemies left. My teammate's going to stealthily take out that guy there. That's by himself. And then now I'm just going to pull around front with the insurgent. And now your friends are just going to do the 1, 2, 3 tactic once more. And take out the final 2 dudes at the bottom. And then now you can just safely take the EMP to the drop-off. Alright. So now you're just going to do the hack, drop off the insurgent inside the garage, and there's going to be this little Humane Labs van right here for you to take out. So if you just hop in this, you don't need to do anything. You're just going to drive away like nothing happened. And basically we successfully infiltrated the Humane Lab raid or base here. So you don't need to do anything. Don't shoot, don't go crazy. Just have the only person here who's doing anything is the driver, and everyone else you can just safely sit down your controllers, because that's all you're doing. That's the entire setup there. So when you're driving though, there's going to be these like 3 guards or whatever that's going to start driving past you. If you notice here, no one's doing anything, like how I said. No one's going to shoot at these guys. You're just going to safely drive past them. They don't recognize you. And that's it for the setup. So there we have it. We got the 5th and final setup done. That one's probably the most difficult for newer players, especially those who have never done it. But it's pretty easy once you know how to do it and get it down. So let's start up the actual heist here. Alrighty, so you're just going to put on your saved outfits with the body armor on and stuff like that. Does not matter which car you want, just get something that's fast. And we're going to go to the Valkyrie. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip us to when me and the pilot are here at the Humane Labs. So I recommend, if you're the gunner, to get in the machine guns at the side and not the explosive thing at the front, because this thing is just easy to aim with and it has more range. But the guys on the ground, you just gotta watch out, make sure that you don't get killed by them. I recommend that you always have like your body armor or snacks options open so that you can always just heal yourself easily. And luckily for us, the snow actually kind of helped me here, because I could see the dudes in black a little bit easier with all the snow down on the ground and kind of pinpoint them better. But with the helicopters here, always just, shoot at them when you can. And I always try to go for the pilot and just kill them instead of actually just blowing up the helicopter. But sometimes you'll have a pilot or a helicopter that's just kind of flying crazy and it's hard to pinpoint the pilot. So eventually I'll just end up blowing up the helicopter. So always watch out for the helicopters and go up higher for them, because they're always high up too. But the guys on the ground, always just be a little bit higher or a little bit lower. Now here's another helicopter that I got. I was trying to go for the pilot, but the helicopter was going a little crazy and I couldn't really get a good shot on him. But I blew him up. Alright, so now here's a point where there's going to be 2 helicopters spawning in. This time, though, I think the pilots don't really have as good as aim. So watch out for the missiles right there. As you saw, I just took out the pilot in that helicopter. And then this other one, you're just going to go for it as soon as possible. In here, I'm going to also shoot for the pilot. So I shot the pilot out just once more. And down that one goes too. Alright, so there's another part here with 2 more helicopters. So we're going to do the same thing as last time. We're just going to try to shoot out the pilot. If you just aim in the right direction, you'll eventually get a good shot. And right here, I did it once more on this pilot too, this helicopter. Also, just watch out for the missiles. Luckily, we didn't get hit by any missiles during this entire heist, which is pretty nice, because sometimes usually I get hit by like 1 or 2. But I'm pretty sure it takes about 4 or 5 to blow this thing up. So now you're just going to basically continue on with gunning all these guys down until your crew inside will get out. So once they get out, they're going to give you the flare in the sky, and you're going to go over to this little beach. Now make sure you tell your teammates to watch out for the blades and just to get to the side, give you room to land. And then all they have to do is just press triangle to get in, or whatever button it is to actually get inside of a vehicle. And now you can take off, and it's going to be telling you to go to the meeting point, which as you're doing that, there's going to be helicopters coming after you. And you see here, we're going to start taking them out. It's a lot easier when you have 3 people going after a helicopter instead of just you. So and you see here, the person in the explosive cannon up front's having trouble aiming. That's because it's just hard to aim with that thing. That's the reason why I like this machine gun on the side. But you're gonna take it to the drop off, and you're gonna see this cutscene of us blowing up the heli, and then it's gonna basically give you your prizes and rewards. So that's it for the actual heist. So, and that's just all of it for this part of it, part 3. So if this helped you, I hope this is being enjoyed by many people, and I hope that I can help some people get the Criminal Mastermind done and completed. And always, I appreciate those who watched all the way through, especially on these videos. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.